Hello. So we are back, and this time we have a laptop to repair from a local computer shop. It's an i5 7 Gen. It's a nice laptop. It's a nice Acer. Okay. The problem with this one, turn on for 10 seconds, and that's all. Now, I want to speak about taking shortcuts. Yeah. Everyone loves the shortcuts. Okay, taking shortcuts. You know how it looks for me taking a shortcut. Taking a shortcut is plugging the charger and trying to diagnose the problem. We have the charging light. You can see the charging light? Okay, that's fine. Now let's press the power button. Pressing the power button, we can see the blue light. Yeah, so the laptop it is coming on, right? But no picture on screen. The charging LED is flashing. And you see the computer switch off. So why our laptop it will do something like that? Well, you can assume a frozen, but this is not frozen, but this is coming from a computer shop. I'm pretty sure they reset everything from this laptop, yeah? So what is the problem? The charger, it is good, yeah, I can assure you that. Basically, you don't know what is the problem. You can only assume what is the problem. And what you'll do next, you'll open the laptop and you'll start getting loose inside. Now the test shortcuts, why I'm speaking about the shortcuts. That's a shortcut. The proper way to check a laptop is with the power supply to see what is happening there, okay? So let's connect the power supply. We have the ground here. You can take the ground from the USB. Please pay attention on the power supply on the screen, yeah? Now let's touch the middle pin. You can see the orange light is on. Check on the current on the power supply. 0. And now it's flashing, it's still 0. So basically this laptop is taking no current. But it's acting like everything is okay. I plug the charger, I have the charging light. No. Indeed, it does see the charger, yeah? So it's seeing the charger, but basically it's taking no current. You can see orange light, no current on the power supply. And now it's flashing. You see, this is a clear example why you should not take shortcuts. Now, what is the problem? Why the laptop is reacting when I plug the charger? And the answer is very simple. No, the charging port, it is good. But the BQ chip, the power management chip, is taking power exactly from the charging. Yeah, from the charger, yeah? You have the charger, then you have first MOSFET, second MOSFET, you have that current sensor, and then you have your main power rail, yeah? Now the BQ chip is taking power from the charger, yeah? Meanwhile, the laptop, it's working with the main power rail. Yeah, the main power rail has first MOSFET, second MOSFET, and you have a current sensor, and then you have your main power rail. Okay? So you see, are two different things. Just because you have the light, that doesn't mean your laptop actually has power inside. Like the main power rail is present. No, it's not. Most likely it's not. I haven't opened this laptop. I'm just assuming. Maybe I'm wrong. But let's open and check. A lot of screws are missing. Again, this is not a customer job, it's their own laptop. Probably they want to fix it and sell it. So based on what I said, I mean, we will see if I diagnose the problem right or not. Now, what can be wrong on the input circuit? You have two MOSFETs. If the second MOSFET is shorted, you will have this kind of behavior. Or from some reason, if the first MOSFET are not driving power, you will have this kind of behavior. No screw here. Okay, now let's open the laptop and see. plastic clips. Yeah. Okay, so that's the board inside. We have the charging port, and we cannot see anything here. We have a nice ENE chip here. Just a basic laptop. But there's nothing on this side. I believe we have to take the board out because we have no access. But we can check if the main power rail is present, right? Let's see. So one more time, we are plugging the charger. And we do have the orange light there. Let's see, we have the multimeter on screen. Let's see our main power rail. Yeah, it's present. I was wrong. Sorry, I was wrong. It is present. It's over 20 volts. Why it's over 20 volts? It's 20 volts. Okay, so the main power rail is present. The I/O chip must be alive. Yeah. The I/O chip must be alive. Nothing. I'm looking for a 3.3. Yeah, we have 3.3. You can see on the screen. So we do have 3.3 on the I/O chip. The main power rail is present. Now it's a weird job because you know what? I'm plugging the charger, right? Now just ignore the main power rail. You have 3.3 there, yeah? 3.3 should take 10, 20 milliamps. And this is taking nothing. Power supply. So we have orange light, you can see it, but it's taking no power. So basically this laptop, it's lighting up this LED and it's making the 3.3 from the battery. Yeah, not from my power supply. Apart from the fact, actually the main power rail is present, which is strange. Okay, let's see the battery. And the battery has nothing. Okay, that's weird. That's weird. This is a weird job, yeah? I take my words back. But anyway, that's the way to go. To check with the power supply. Hopefully my power supply is good. Yeah, it is good. Now at this point I don't really trust if the BIOS has been reset before, so I'll try to reset the BIOS. We have the BIOS battery here. Sure, the BIOS battery pins. Now let's plug back the BIOS battery. Now let's plug back this battery. Okay, now let's check with the power supply again. And nothing, it's taking no current. Same story. Okay, let's try a trick, yeah? Because I always try to avoid starting diagnosing a board if, like in this case, the battery is actually 0. I don't want to be 0. I want to be discharged, but not 0. And the battery is not charging. The battery should have like 15 volts. The battery is taking no power at all. Like nothing. So why my battery is not charging? Okay, this is weird. It is a weird job. And you know what? Those laptops from these days, you cannot trust them. You cannot say, okay, sorry, if the battery is faulty, okay, we can even remove it and the laptop it will work. No. Because they are made on the way, like the ENE chip, like the I/O chip, EC chip, it's checking the battery is not present, the laptop it will not come on. So on this point, I will assume it's a battery issue. I will stop diagnosing and I will focus on fixing this battery. Yeah. So let's try to connect the battery to our NLBA device and try to figure it out what is wrong with the battery and if we can charge the battery, yeah? Okay, so we connected the battery to the NLBA device and look what's happening there. I mean, clearly this something is wrong with this battery. I mean, specifically with one cell. So we do have 4 cells on the battery, but one cell has like 0.5 volts. The battery is locked, bad balance. I'm not sure if we can charge this battery, but I'll try. No, probably I can't because it's locked, right? Let's try to unlock it. Cell 3 is over discharged. Okay, so basically it's nothing what we can do. Let me try to power on. Let me see now. No, it doesn't allow me to do anything. So we do have to restore the voltage on the cell number 3. Okay, so let's try it. Okay, so the board is here, it's right here. So in order to access the board, I think we should do a small incision, yeah? And try to see. Actually, I can't. Here. Yeah. And let's see if we have access to the faulty cell. Yeah, so that's the battery inside. Let's find the 0.5 volt cell. So this one has 3.8. This one has, no, sorry. Must be like that. No. .5, you can see on the screen. So this is one cell. Okay, this is another cell. But this cell, not this one, yeah? No, this has 3.2 and this has 0.5. Okay, so let's charge this cell. And the voltage is going up. We are charging the cell with like 2.4 amps. And the cell voltage like 3.3, 3.4. For me, it looks like a good cell. Okay, you know what? I don't want to mess up with the balance. So let's pay attention how much current we are pushing. Yeah, because the idea is to unlock this battery. So if we overcharge that cell, it will not be good for us. So let's go back, start reading. Okay, so the cell has 2.5 volts. Let's check with the multimeter to be sure it's 2.5. Yeah, it's exactly 2.5. Okay, now let's push current with this connected there, yeah? So I'll push current here, and you can see the voltage is going up. You can see on the program, right? Now let me take the power supply, and the voltage is getting dropped to 2.9. Okay, that's fine. Let's push current. The battery is still locked. You see, even if the voltage of the cell is good, yeah, the battery is still locked. Yeah, I know our cell number 3 is like 3.5 volts because I'm charging it. Now let's stop. Now we have like 3.1. I think we need a little bit more. Cell number 3 has, that's cell number 3, yeah, 3.2. So the balance is kind of good, but let's unlock the battery. Let's go on reset, new reset. Okay, next. Read chip info, good. Unseal. Let's try to unlock the battery first. Okay, read chip info, good. Clear chip errors. Good. So the charging was disabled. What about now? The charger is still disabled. Wow. Okay, so must be another reason why this battery is disabled. Okay. Let's read the battery info. Yeah, so the battery is still locked. Okay, so now the cell are kind of balanced, yeah? Yeah, kind of balanced. It's a poor balance, but still are balanced. The problem is the battery is locked. I believe, that's what I believe. I will see now. I believe the fuse, it's a heated fuse, a fuse which has a heater, yeah? So the heater, it will heat up instantly and it will melt the fuse. So we have to fix this fuse. If it's faulty, of course. Not sure how can I do it because the fuse is on the other side of the... It's on the other side and we don't have access there. Yeah, it's plastic on the other side. But let me figure it out, yeah? Okay, so I believe I have to unsolder those pins from here to roll the board. Okay, so we desolder the cells, so now we have access on the other side of the board to the fuse. So let's check the fuse together. So that's the fuse, that's the heated fuse. You can see it, is that one. Yeah, you're right, it's that one. Yeah, that's the one. Now let's see the fuse. And the fuse is burned, you can see. So this is the heater, yeah? When the heater has voltage applied here and here, it will melt the bridge from here, okay? The solution is to solder back the bridge, yeah? And hopefully it will not blow up again because we have some cell disconnected and the chip can believe actually the cells are dead. Meanwhile, let's try to fix the battery, make it like new. I mean, everything is okay, the battery is charging. Ta-da! And I fixed the battery. Okay, so as you can see on screen, the battery is charging fine. Let's stop the charging. Battery info, start reading. And the cells, you see, they are getting balanced as soon as the battery is getting charged. Okay, let's wait for the battery to charge a little bit more. But we fix it, that's what is important. So you see, because the cells was discharged, over discharge, the chip blow up that fuse. Interesting. Okay, we charge the battery a little bit. Let's check. Okay, the balance is good. I'm happy with that. Capacity, the battery is still discharged, but that's not the problem. The problem is we start on this because of the laptop, yeah? So now let's plug the battery back into the laptop and see if it's working. And the best test is with the power supply and see if it's charging. 19. Now let's see plus. What? So, plus, we have no light. We don't even have the orange light from the beginning. That's crazy. I mean, we broke the laptop. I can't believe not even the orange light. We don't have it. Plus. No, it's no orange light. Okay, let's plug the charger. Where's the charger? You know what? This will not be the first laptop which I'm working to fix the battery. No, we have no light. Nothing. I mean, dead. Dead. Wow. Way work for nothing. I can't believe. Let's check the main power rail. It is present. The 3.3. 3.3, it is present. So what's wrong with this laptop? Let's try to power on. It is coming on. Yeah, we reset the BIOS. And it's going off. I can't believe I worked probably more than half an hour to broke it more. So basically now we don't even have the orange light, the charging light. Wait. Because it's possible the battery reported the battery is locked to the I/O chip. So let's reset the BIOS again. Yeah. Plug this back. Plug the battery back. Check the battery voltage. Battery has like 3 volts. What's wrong with my battery? But I know the battery is unlocked, so we should be able to charge it, right? Let's see. Bro. I work for nothing, I can't believe. Actually, we didn't work for nothing. We fixed the battery of a dead laptop. Now we have a dead laptop with a good battery. Okay, so we're about another half an hour later. Try to figure it out what is wrong. So I checked the battery again. Battery is good, battery is charging. The fault with the battery was clear when one cell was dead and the fuse was blow up. So that doesn't solve our problem. Why is not working with the battery? Why is not charging with the battery? Why is not taking any current with the battery? And finally I found out. Okay, let me check with the, yeah, you can see the charger is flashing. That's something wrong if it's flashing, right? Now let's check with the power supply, because the power supply can tell us a lot of things, yeah? Now, why we have no voltage on the battery? So if I check now, yeah, with the multimeter, like 2 volts, you will not see this on any laptop, yeah? So this is unique. So when you don't have voltage here, I mean, assuming the battery is good, yeah? So your battery is good, it's nothing shorter on the output of the battery, you should have voltage here, because That's the way how the laptop works. So this is meant to supply voltage, so I should have 3.3 on the I/O chip, right? That's how the laptop works, okay? So no matter what, if you have a good battery and let's say a good board, you should have voltage here. Now, why I don't have voltage here? Because the battery is not enabled. So on any battery, not any, most of the batteries, yeah? Most of the batteries. It's one pin on the battery which is enabling the battery. I mean, without that pin, even on our device, I can communicate, I can read, but I cannot charge or discharge. It's one wire here which has to be connected to ground, yeah, on most of the batteries. So I don't have voltage. Okay, what is this? This is the multimeter. Okay, pin number 3. No, it's not pin number 3. It's somewhere on the end. Pin number 1 is on the ground. Anyway, this pin has 0 volts, which is supposed to be 0. Yeah, this is why this was tricky. It's supposed to be ground here. You can see on the screen, I mean ground, yeah? Good. So plus, I should have 14, 15 volts, right? And I have no voltage. Why? Because my pin is not connected to ground. Okay, so I will short the pin. I will short, yeah, this pin, yeah. You see the orange one. I don't know if you can see the orange wire, yeah. I will short it to ground. Check there. Check on the screen. 14.5. You can see. So this pin is enabling the battery. Now checking with the charger. Let's check with the charger. I mean, I hate these kind of jobs, and in the last period of time, I had a lot. Not with the charger, sorry. No, with the power supply. I mean, what was the problem? Okay, the problem was a dead battery, clearly, yeah? One cell was dead, the fuse was blown up, the battery was disabled. Was disabled by the chip, not by the wire, yeah? Then he fixed the battery, and it's still not working, because, okay, we do have orange light, but it's flashing. It is taking some power, right? It's taking like 50 milliamps, okay? Now let's short that pin to ground. Yeah, because that's why we are here. But where is my tweezer? Okay. So the orange pin to ground. Pay attention what happened with the current, yeah? 200 milliamps. Yeah, just wait a little bit more. The orange light is not flashing anymore. The orange light is not flashing. 220 milliamps, yeah? 1.2 amps. 1.3 amps. You can see on the screen 1.3 amps. But of course, only if that pin is connected to ground. Why is not connected to ground? God knows, you know, and I don't really want to know. Should be by default should be to ground, because obviously when I plug the battery, I want the battery to be enabled to supply voltage to the I/O chip. Yeah. So let's solder that pin to ground, and yeah, problem solved. Wow, wow, what a journey. You know what? Those two faults they have nothing to do with one with the other. Like nothing, like absolutely nothing. Like this pin, particularly this pin, and the battery. I should unplug the battery, right? Nah, I think we'll be fine, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's solder the wire to ground. Ground means here. Yeah, the battery is still connected. We should be fine. Okay, now let's test it. Coming with the power supply. Yeah, that's the nice part, yeah. Minus, plus, and it's taking 40 milliamps. The current has to go up. Yeah. 1.3 amps, 1.29. You can see on the screen. So it's charging fine. The LED is not flashing anymore. Clear? Okay, now let's plug the charger. Obviously now with the charger it will be the same thing, so the LED will not flash anymore, so it will charge. We can check the voltage on the battery, and that's fine. We can check. So the voltage on the battery, it is 15.5, you can see, and it's going up because it's charging the battery. Now let's check if the laptop is coming on. It is coming on. We have the blue light there. We have picture. Let's unplug the charger. And I unplug the charger, and we still have picture on the screen. So the laptop is working. Okay. I can't believe. I mean, I never found this fault. I never okay, we found this fault in the past, and let me check that pin. No, I never found this problem. I mean, when you plug the battery, it's getting enabled by default. Because if it's not getting enabled, the battery cannot supply voltage for the I/O chip. Actually, it's not supplying voltage specially for the I/O chip. It's supplying voltage for the laptop. So from the main power rail, you have the 3.3 volts power supply, which is up and running, and is supplying power to the I/O chip. That's how the laptop. And of course, when it's supplying power to the I/O chip, then and after the I/O chip is speaking with my battery through the data and clock. Yeah, I have two wires, clock and data, and the I/O chip is speaking with the battery. Yeah, but in order to speak with the battery, the first thing and the first condition is to supply power to the I/O chip itself. That's why when you plug the battery is getting enabled. And if I unplug the battery, I have no voltage on the. It's a protection thing, you know. If I unplug the battery and I put the connector on my mount, I'm not getting electrocuted because there's no voltage there. Yeah. Actually, it is 3.3, but low voltage. Yeah. Yeah, it's still working. The fan is spinning. It's not hard drive. Let me switch it off. Okay. So I'll stop now. I'll say thank you for watching. Hopefully you get some information from this video. Useful information, I mean. Please like and subscribe if you like the video, and see you on the next one. Bye.